Hi students, good evening. I hope all of you are doing well. We are just live right now to discuss a few questions on AIP for Canada visas for 2020. I just wanted to inform all of you that we've got news from our YouTube followers, Facebook followers, Instagram followers that students have received their AIPs largely on 15th and 16th of September for the last working week. 15th and 16th September को आपके ज़्यादा AIPs रिसीव हुए हैं जिनके भी पेंडिंग थे and these AIPs are for students जिनकी फाइल सबमिट हुई है for March, April, May. That's the maximum we have seen on 15th and 16th. So I think it's a good news for students who were waiting since March 2020. So in today's session, I would like to repeat something from the last live that I went on कि आपको अपना AIP status या अपनी फाइल का status कहाँ से पता लगेगा. So you need to check your AIP status either on GC Key account portal or on the registered email ID जो आपने study permit application के time पे दी है. If you have not received your AIP till date और आपकी क्लासेस कनाडा में आज 21 सितंबर है और आज डेडलाइन है बहुत से कॉलेजेस की फॉर सबमिशन ऑफ AIP और अगर आपका AIP सबमिट अभी तक नहीं आया है और कॉलेजेस ने आपको ऑप्शन दी है ऑनलाइन क्लासेस स्टार्ट करने की विदाउट AIP देन आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. जितना भी टाइम आप ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में लगाएंगे इन इंडिया विद और विदाउट AIP वो पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट वर्क परमिट की तरफ काउंट होगा. सो यू डोंट हैव टू वरी के शुड बी स्टार्ट आवर ऑनलाइन क्लासेस विदाउट AIP और नॉट. आप बिल्कुल स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं अगर आपका कॉलेज अलाउ कर रहा है. However, you can ask your college that if you start your AIP, your classes, online classes without AIP, and what if you get a refusal at stage 1 or at stage 2, then what should you do? So will the college refund your entire fees? Will the college cut some amount of fees? Will the college allow you to defer to the next intake at the all fees already submitted? So please आप ये क्वेश्चन ज़रूर पूछिए अपने कॉलेज से और बिना ज़्यादा सोचे हुए आप अपनी ऑनलाइन क्लासेस स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं अगर आपका कॉलेज आपको अलाउ कर रहा है विदाउट AIP ऑनलाइन क्लासेस स्टार्ट करना और आप अपना ये स्टेटस IRCC के साथ अपडेट भी कर सकते हैं. सो दिस इज रिगार्डिंग अगर आपका AIP नहीं आया है और आपके ऑनलाइन क्लासेस स्टार्ट करनी है. Prab Sharma is asking if I defer to Jan, applied in March, 6 band each, will I get my AP? Yes, Prab, अगर आप आज की डेट में डेफर करते हैं खुद को जनवरी 2021 इनटेक के लिए तो आपको AIP ही मिलेगा कंसिडरिंग वीज़ा एप्लीकेशन सेंटर्स अभी नहीं खुले हैं. जिस द डे वीज़ा एप्लीकेशन सेंटर्स एक्चुअली ओपन from that day we are going to get passport submission requests. So हमारे जितने भी students हैं who have submitted their files for January intake and some of them luckily results have also come, they are receiving AIPs only because visa application centers are not open. However, in the previous some months there were 2 or 3 kids who received passport submission request also at this time. ये वो स्टूडेंट्स थे जिनका केस जिनकी फाइल ऐसे सेंटर से या ऐसे सिस्टर कंसर्न केस प्रोसेसिंग सेंटर से प्रोसेस हो रही थी जहां पर AIP का स्टेज क्रॉस हो चुका था और जहां पर पासपोर्ट सबमिशन रिक्वेस्ट चल रही थी. बट प्रब इन मोस्ट प्रोबेबिलिटी यू आर गोइंग टू गेट AIP ओनली फॉर January 21 इनटेक ऑल्सो इफ यू अप्लाई नाउ या जो आपकी ऑफर लेटर अपडेट करके आप सबमिट करेंगे उस पे AIP ही आएगा. पासपोर्ट सबमिशन रिक्वेस्ट सिर्फ वीजा एप्लीकेशन खुलने के बाद आ सकती है. No, Prab, they are not going to consider you late. for January intake. You are fine. आपने time बिल्कुल तुसी बिल्कुल ठीक time पे अपनी file लाई है. There is absolutely no problem. All right. So you are good to go. आपने चाहे सितंबर इनटेक की फाइल अभी लगाई थी या जनवरी की, अब आपके लिए बेटर ऑप्शन है या तो अपने आप ऑफर लेटर अपनी कॉलेज से कोई एक्सटेंशन डेट की लेटर मंगवा लीजिए फॉर्मली, या फिर आप अपनी डेफर ऑफर लेटर को अपडेट करिए. सो दैट विल बी द बेस्ट thing to do right now. So a student is asking, what do you think will I will receive AIP? College started from 8th September, Loyalist College. Okay, so if your classes have started from 8th September, I cannot comment on when you are going to get your AIP because IRCC रोज अपने Twitter account पे लिखता है that we don't know, we cannot commit on the processing times. But as I started with the session today and I said that many students have got their AIPs on 15th and 16th of September, and after that we don't really have any update, and today is the 21st of September. So I think most of the students are filling up their seats for fall 20 intake. If your college is allowing you to accept online classes, do online classes without AIP, then for whether Loyalist or Northern or Canada or college or CDI college, Matrix, anything, अगर आपकी रिफंड पॉलिसी क्लियर है, विड्रॉल पॉलिसी क्लियर है, जस्ट अटेंड योर ऑनलाइन क्लासेस and don't worry. In fact, it's a positive point that if you submit to IRCC that you have started your online classes without AIP, it can have a positive impact on your result. So the better option is to start your online classes in case your college allows you to do so. All right, but I cannot commit when someone will get their AIP. That's not really, I cannot predict the trend. Abbas is asking, in my university, 21st September was deadline for getting AIP, but I did not get it. What if I start without AIP? Will my postgraduate work permit get affected? And what if I don't get AIP till next semester? Abbas, a very good question. Today was the deadline, 21st September. That's why the session is being conducted. I know that was the deadline for many, many universities. And if they are allowing you to start your online classes without AIP, that's also very good news. Please note that your postgraduate work permit is not going to get impacted without AIP. If you follow www.cic.gc.ca, there is a notification which says that even if you do your online classes without AIP, still that is going to get counted towards post-graduation work permit. And this notification came out on 14th of August 2020. So very recent notification. I hope I was able to answer your question, Abbas. Ramandeep Kaur, I have applied my file on August 11 and I received biometrics letters on August 12. Usually, Ramandeep, that's how it is. So you received a biometric instruction letter and you have not received your AIP yet. I deferred my course. Is there any way a problem? I will be unable to do your biometrics. No, Ramandeep, there is no problem. Even if you deferred your course, that is for your safety. You've got a new offer letter updated on IRCC web form. आपका सबसे पहले step वो होना चाहिए. Even if you've not received your AIP, but you've received your biometric instruction letter, so you are all set. As soon as visa application centers open, kindly just take up an appointment with the nearest VFS. Take this biometric instruction letter and you will be all set to give your biometrics. So there is no problem at all. Johnny is asking, will college accept joining class if I get AIP this week for September intake at college already started? Johnny, that is something you need to really ask your college because every college has a different policy. Some colleges are allowing starting classes without AIP. However, some are not allowing so. Some have given some extension like till 30th September or 25th September. So I request that without any further delay, today is Monday morning in Canada right now, please email the institution and ask them if they can allow you to start classes without AIP and if that is going to have any impact on your fees or withdrawal or deferment or refund policy. So please do that. Yes, you can wait till 30th September, but if anybody wants to wait till 30th September or 25th September, you can wait. That's not a problem. If you get an update from IRCC by then, you will update a fresh offer letter or they will give you a result. If they do not give you a result, anyways, you should be in touch with your college right now and ask them that what if you do not get AIP by the end of this month, what will be the college policy like? ये आपको जरूर पूछना चाहिए कि अगर आपका AIP अगले वीक तक भी नहीं आता है, एंड ऑफ सितंबर तक भी नहीं आता है, तो क्या कॉलेज आपको डेफर करेगा सेम फीस पे? क्या कॉलेज आपकी ऑनलाइन क्लासेस लगाने देगा विदाउट एआईपी? सो यू नीड टू आस्क देम ऑल दीज क्वेश्चंस नेसेसरली, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. I hope I made myself clear. Prab, you got LOA for Jan, so now when will I get fully okay, so you've already got the LOA for Jan, Prab. That's a good thing. I hope you have updated this with IRCC. I want to know that कि आपने update किया है IRCC पे नहीं, and then I will answer. You have uploaded. Can I expect my no? I again, Prab, I cannot comment कि आपका कब तक AIP आ जाएगा, but we are hoping that all AIPs should be released within 2 to 3 weeks. That's the kind of news we are getting, but there is no official notification from IRC, so very difficult to comment on a date for you. But you have secured yourself well that you have uploaded a Jan 21 offer letter, so you are good to go. But just wait for your result, and that's the best you can do right now. Writing an email again and again to IRCC is not going to help you. Vishal Kumar is asking, good evening Vishal. जैसे ऑनलाइन क्लास लगा रहे हैं हम, बट अटेंडेंस नहीं लग रही, तो हमें कैसे पता चलेगा कि हमने ऑनलाइन क्लासेस लगाई है? विशाल, द कॉलेज इज गोइंग टू हैव रिकॉर्ड दैट ऑल स्टूडेंट्स हु हैड नॉट गॉट AIP but are doing online classes, because your assignments and your work schedule, everything is like the students who have got the AIP. So don't worry about this, because you are going to show your assignments. You'll be able to show all proofs of attending the online classes, because your professors will be in touch with you. आपके साथ आपके सारे professors बात कर रहे हैं, right विशाल? तो अगर सारे professors आपके बात कर रहे हैं, आपने online classes start कर दी हैं, और अटेंडेंस नहीं लग रही है, तो आप अपने एक बार ये कॉलेज से बात करिए. अटेंडेंस ना लगने वाला तो कोई क्वेश्चन होना नहीं चाहिए. डेफिनेटली उनको पता होना चाहिए कि आप ऑनलाइन क्लासेस अटेंड कर रहे हैं, तो अटेंडेंस आपकी ऑटोमेटिकली लग ही जाएगी. तो विशाल, आप प्लीज आप बताइए आपका कौन सा कॉलेज है. आप प्लीज उनसे एक बार बात जरूर करिए ताकि कुछ मिस ना हो जाए. पर आपके पास सारे प्रूफ्स हैं कि आप ऑनलाइन क्लासेस लगा रहे हैं, सो यू डोंट हैव टू वरी. just make sure that you have your timetable and you are registered. Deep Vajwa, men, the biometric or medical done hai, unada passport. So Deep Vajwa is asking, jina students have done their biometric and medical, unada passport submit hoega कि AIP to baad aaye. Okay, Deep, if you have completed your biometric, if your medical examination has been passed, you are still going to get your AIP only. And if you've already got your AIP, then you have to start your online classes. That's the only thing you need to do right now. Whenever the visa application centers will open, at that time we are going to get passport submission request. But अभी आपको कोई भी passport submission request नहीं आई, the visa application centers नहीं खुले हैं. So I hope I have answered. St. Clair College Vincent, the refund policy है, JK second stage the refusal आंदा है. Deep Vajwa, most of the colleges today have given this refund policy that if at the second stage you get refusal, you are going to get almost a full refund minus the college application fees and about little administrative fees. So Deep Vajwa, as far as St. Clair College Windsor is concerned, they are only going to deduct $50 of your tuition fees and $125 of your application fees to the college. So you are good over there. Johnny, your offer letter expired on 8 September and now you got Jan LOA. Should I wait till this month or update? No, Johnny, you can easily update it. It is not going to impact your result. If you update something on IRCC web form and say the visa officer picks up your file on 25th of September, if they do not see a fresh LOA, they are not going to give you a result. As I have told many earlier times also, they are just going to sort of, loop you, put you into a loop and say that, just upload your offer letter. So if you upload your offer letter, don't worry, it's not going to impact your result. That's not what is going to happen. Why I'm saying this is because we have already got AIPs for January 21 students. It means they are considering the file as it is. It doesn't matter to them whether it's a January 21 offer letter or a September 20 offer letter. Right now, they will anyways be giving AIPs. Prab, ma'am, okay, Prab, I know that you have submitted, आपने अपना submit किया है January 21 का offer letter, so don't worry, आपका result January 21 की वजह से late नहीं होगा. चाहे आप September के लिए submit करें, चाहे आप January के लिए submit करें, चाहे आप मई के लिए सबमिट करें, वो पर डे बेसिस पे असेस कर रहे हैं आपकी फाइल्स। वो ये देख के कभी फाइल नहीं उठाते हैं कि जनवरी के लिए फाइल लगी है या सितंबर के लिए। और ऐसा मैं क्यों बोल रही हूँ, बिकॉज जब हम एप्लीकेशन पंच करते हैं जीसी की अकाउंट पे, तो वहां पर ये नहीं लिखा होता है कि आपकी एलओए कौन से डेट की है, जनवरी या सितंबर, ऐसा नहीं लिखा होता है। बस आपको अपनी एलओए अपलोड करनी है। तो वीजा ऑफिसर के पास ये चेक करने का कोई तरीका नहीं है एक फाइल पे क्लिक करते वक्त कि क्या वो जनवरी की फाइल है कि सितंबर की फाइल है। वो तो फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व बेसिस पे ही असेस हो रही है, या पर्टिकुलर जहां पर आपका फाइल पड़ी है वहीं पर कुछ अपडेट आया तो वीजा ऑफिसर जैसे ही आपकी बारी आएगी क्यू में वो फाइल उठा ली जाएगी। सो प्लीज डोंट वरी एंड यू आर ओके। Okay, I have. This is a little surprising. You got AIP and it was rejected next day. That's a surprising thing. I have not heard that in the past. So, student, can you please make it a little more clear why that happened and what was the reason for your rejection, and why? How come you got an AIP and what was mentioned in the rejection? Can we know that? It will be helpful for students. Um, Renu Bans is asking, Ranu Bans, my file was lodged in 70th, but I didn't get any result. That's okay, Ranu, if you haven't got, there are so many students here like you who haven't got their result. All you need to do is you just need to make sure कि आपकी ऑनलाइन क्लासेस विदाउट एआईपी अगर स्टार्ट हो गई हैं तो आप उसको ज्वाइन कर लीजिए। अगर स्टार्ट नहीं हुई है तो आप डेफर्ड ऑफर लेटर मंगाकर डेफर्ड ऑफर लेटर को अपलोड कर दीजिए। सो दैट्स व्हाट यू नीड टू डू। Aman Chaudhary, ma'am, I have lodged file on August 26th for November intake. How much time is being taken by embassy for result? Aman, first, this is a good news for you, I believe, because students who have lodged their file somehow in August and July are getting the results very quickly compared to students who had lodged actually in March or April. So, students have now, now there's no pattern, but if you have time till November, I don't think you need to worry. We have time, 15 days we still have 10 days of September and we have 30 days of October. So be very cool about this, have patience, and let's wait for your AIP. I'm sure you're going to get it right in time. And in case you are lucky and the visa application center is open, you are going to get a passport submission request directly. Gurpreet Singh Jaggi, my classes are starting today and I did not get my AIP yet. A file was lodged on 14th August, also deferred my intake to Jan, waiting for new LOA. Gurpreet, you have started your classes started today for September 20. I don't know if you have started your classes as such. You have enrolled in started classing or not, because if you have deferred to January, you will not be able to start classes for fall 20 intake. That's the rule in major colleges. So can you be a little more clear कि आपने अपनी classes start की हैं कि आपके college की classes start हो गई हैं? It's okay, Prab. Thank you very much. Ranu, if you have started your classes, आपकी आज से start हुई हैं और आपका कोई result नहीं आया, अगर आपके agent ने आपको कोई answer नहीं किया है, no problem. आप अपने official email ID से college से बात कर सकते हैं और पूछ सकते हैं क्या आप बिना AIP के ऑनलाइन क्लासेस स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं या नहीं, और आपको कितने टाइम का एक्सटेंशन मिल सकता है फॉर योर ऑनलाइन क्लासेस। आपको ये कॉलेज से पूछना ही पड़ेगा। Okay, I'm sorry, I hope I do not miss a question. Student got AIP on 15th and got rejection on 16th and they gave reason to that. I wrote, okay. Okay, so I understand here is a student who's got a rejection after receiving AIP. So what I'm going to tell you is so that they probably made a mistake when they gave you the AIP. So because AIP is a stage 1 acceptance letter, they made a mistake. If you want to and after that they gave you a refusal, can I please request you, student, can you please email your query to IRCC? I think it is important in your case. Attach a snapshot, write this whole detail to them, and please ask them that on what basis have you been rejected, because the rejection reason that you have given over here is actually the rejection that students mostly get on their rejection letter. So if you've got AIP, there is actually no reason why you got this refusal. So either it was a mistake at their end that they gave you AIP by mistake and the refusal is the actual result, or AIP is the actual result and they gave you a refusal by mistake. So you please need to check this with IRCC. I am this is not something that is very commonly seen. Jahangir, second stage result will come whenever your visa application centers will open. Means आपके VFS offices will open. Um, Gurpreet, if you've not started your classes and you've deferred to Jan intake, you are fine. You are good to go. You have uploaded your offer letter on the IRCC web form. You are good to go. You just need to wait for your AIP and or your passport submission request, depending upon what comes for you. Johnny, you were rejected 2 times during March. Agent told me like it's because of COVID impact and they've rejected a lot of good profile during March. No, Johnny, it's not like that. They haven't rejected profiles or good profiles during Jan. It could be any other reason. I request you to relook at your file, study or analyze your file very carefully. And even if you are approaching an agent, please make sure that you yourself are also reading about how to file a student visa. So because you've been rejected twice, you've got to be more careful. Your statement of purpose should be written very well. Abbas, my university says if you do not get AIP till 21st September, I have to sign waiver form to start online without AIP. But under waiver form, it says if you do not get approval after 21st, you won't be refunded. Abbas, I request since you are going to start, if you start your online classes, without AIP, and if you won't be refunded, I would request you to please defer your intake. Please do not take a risk on your fees, because that's like at least 8,000 Canadian dollars. So that would be my recommendation to you. Prab Sharma, till now success rate for SDS is 100%. So that's a good thing. Bovis Matthews asking, I applied for Jan intake on August 20th. Will I get AIP for Jan intake? Bovis, if visa application centers do not open in India in the next coming few months, yes, you're going to get an AIP for Jan intake, which means you will have to start online classes too, like the fall 20 students. But if the visa application centers open by the time your file is picked up, you are going to get a passport submission request. Aman Chaudhary, ma'am, is it true that all files for fall 20 will be treated as general files? No, Aman, that cannot be true that all files of fall 20 will be treated as general files. I am not too sure from where you are getting this information. It is just not possible that fall files are, or any intake file is treated as non-SDS or general, because when you upload a file on IRCC GC key account portal, you actually punch in there that I have 666 in each, I have paid 1 year fees, I have paid GIC, my file is SDS, or my file is non-SDS if I do not have a 6 in each. So this is not possible. If your file is SDS, it's going to be treated as SDS, else it will be general or non-SDS. So I don't know the name of the student, but my email ID is mentioned in the comments. It's #learnings@gmail.com. Feel free to email me. Ral ma'am, please tell me anything. I have done GNM nursing with 75% and also PT with 6 point each. Can I get AIP? Definitely, Rana, you can get AIP. And in fact, you have very good scores. 6.5 each in PT is equivalent to SDS IELTS, and there shouldn't be a problem. 75% is also a very good score with GNM. So please be positive about your result. Right. Why don't you email me the student who got AIP and then a refusal? So let's try to figure this out. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what email we can write to IRCC. This is the new information for me as well, and I'm a little surprised. I could probably speak to some of my colleagues or the lawyers in the company and figure out why this has actually happened, and maybe we could write a proper request to IRCC. Mr. Bharati, you submitted my file in March and expired date was 18 September. Is it necessary to update anything? Because I didn't start my class because waiting for AIP, and college representative said no need to update. If the college representative has told you that you do not need to update anything and you did not even start your class, I understand. But please remember, post 30th September, I would like you to update. At least IRCC, because if you do not get a result by then also, then your file is on hold only because of an expired offer letter and nothing else. And also, since you've not started your classes, you do not have anything to submit to IRCC though. So Bharti, I think I've made myself clear on that. Judge is okay, sorry, ma'am, what can they check by biometrics? Okay, by biometrics, they can check your criminality. if you've been deported by any country, if you've refused to have a visa refused by any country, then why is it so? क्या आपने अपनी कंट्री में कुछ भी ऐसा गलत किया है which is causing problems, which can be harmful to a country like Canada? That's what they are going to check with biometrics. So your background, it's your very detailed background check. Prab Sharma, when pending students can expect their AIP as per your. I'm so sorry, Prab. It's a little difficult for me to tell you that when we can, do that. When we can. Arpit, I would request you kindly do not share videos over here. This is a very important session for all my students. So, here who are trying to seek help on their AIPs. When pending students, I think by end of September, Prab, if you would like to have an answer from me, I think we should give IRC at least 15 extra days to what they have committed. Abbas, if I want to defer, how to inform IRC if they're not answering web forms? See, Abbas, IRCC never offers web forms. They have written it also there that they will not answer, but they can request additional information. So just update your request on IRCC web form, and that's all you can do. Maybe you can email me on the email ID given to you, and I can send you 1 or 2 email IDs, which I have used to send some information to IRCC, and that might be helpful to you, right? So let's look at doing that, Abbas. It might be helpful. Michael is asking, do you think it's too risky to proceed with online classes in India for 1-year course? Michael, that's a good question. If you have already started, your classes are for Jan intake, then it's not a worry to start online classes, because April 21 is the only deadline given by IRCC on students who would be doing online classes, and it's not risky. You should start your online classes. That's okay. You're saving a lot of money, let me tell you that. And if you really do not want to have study in India, that's the only reason why you would not start online classes. But if you're working somewhere and doing online, saving on some money, accommodation cost, health insurance, then why not do it? I think you should definitely do it, because January to April you will be doing online, and then you'll be doing offline from May to further, because you'll be in Canada by then. So it's not risky as such. It's just a very conscious decision we need to make. But I think many countries have already opened their borders, and Canada will be the next one to open. So do not worry, Michael. Otherwise, you can email me. We can think over it a little bit more. Let's see if we would like to change our decision on this. विशाल, हम ऑनलाइन क्लास लगा रहे हैं, बाय चांस नेट की प्रॉब्लम, सो क्लास मिस हो गई, तो इसका नेगेटिव इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ेगा. आई डो नॉट नो विशाल, आप कौन से कॉलेज की बात कर रहे हैं. ये आपको कॉलेज से ही पता करना पड़ेगा कि अगर आपकी क्लासेस मिस हो जाएं तो क्या किया जा सकता है. क्या आप इंटरनेट की वजह से अगर इशू फेस करें तो क्या आप ऑनलाइन रिकॉर्डेड क्लासेस को अपना मॉड्यूल कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं. मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली ऐसा ही हो. ये सारे कॉलेजेस अभी काफी फ्लेक्सिबल हैं. Jahangir Alam, second stage result is not related with VFS Center because I am from South Korea. South Korea VFS Center open. Besides that, I've done everything, but I got AIP, didn't get second stage result yet. Jahangir, thank you for giving us that information. That's a very important information. What I know is that students from South Korea are also getting their passport submission requests. In fact, I've heard that from the students right itself. But if you are saying that second stage result is not related with VFS Center, then it must be due to some other thing. Maybe your background check is not yet completed and they have still given you AIP. Or if VFS Center is open, are you sure that they are processing all study permit applications? Because in some countries, VFS centers are open only for processing certain kind of biometrics, like they're processing biometrics for PR applicants in Canada. And regarding second stage result, when we say that it is linked to VFS Center and linked to biometric, we are citing what is mentioned on the IRCC website. So can you please clarify a little bit more that is the South Korea Center actually processing biometrics for visa application? I mean, for all student visa applications or not? Could you throw some light on that to help us? रानू बैंस मैम, कंसल्टेंट ने कुछ भी नहीं बताया कॉलेज के बारे में, ना ही कोर्स के बारे में, बस उन्होंने फाइल नॉन SDS में लगा दी. देन व्हाट शुड आई डू? रानू, you should have asked this question to your consultant, that please go to and ask your कंसल्टेंट दैट ऐसा क्यों आपने ऐसा क्यों किया है, वाई आर दे नॉट टेलिंग यू कौन सा कॉलेज है, कौन सा कोर्स है, लेट देम टेल यू दैट. And once they are able to tell you that, then we will be more comfortable in answering your question. This is a little you should be more aware. I mean, you should be much more aware while you're actually trying to talk to a consultant. So please ask them कि आपकी फाइल में ऑफर लेटर कौन से कॉलेज की लगी है, फीस आपने कितनी भरी है, जीआईसी आपने किया है या फंड शो किए हैं. ऑल दिस के लिए आपको थोड़ा क्लियर होना पड़ेगा, तभी हम मैं आई कैन हेल्प यू with the next set of questions. नहीं तो help करना थोड़ा मुश्किल है. Our AIP's results still coming, as the LOA will expire on 25th September. Mrs. Sehgal, I've got results till 16 September, to be very true. And I have not got results in the last 2 to 3 days. So I'm expecting some results today, or even if any of my colleagues in the industry get some results, I'll be more than happy to share with my students over here. So maybe you can get back to me like in a day or two, or on my WhatsApp number to know this. Gagan, I missed my orientation. My class starts today. I mailed to college, no revert from college. I'm worried about it. No, don't be worried about it, Gagan. Why don't you do something? You will have an online portal, right? आपकी क्लासेस का आपके कॉलेज की तरफ से मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली उसमें क्लासेस सारे स्टूडेंट्स की डिटेल होती हैं, क्लासेस की लाइक सारे स्टूडेंट्स के ईमेल आईडी होते हैं. व्हाई डोंट यू पिक अप सम ईमेल आईडी फ्रॉम दैट पर्टिकुलर क्लासरूम एंड ईमेल योर फ्रेंड्स or your classmates asking if what was done in the orientation. And also if why college has not reverted to you is because this was a weekend, Saturday, Sunday. I think you might get a revert today. If not, just email them back or ask your consultant what should be done regarding this. And when will VFS open in India is a very difficult question, because they said September 30th tentatively, IRCC said, but right now again we do not have any fresh update about this particular thing. So I'm hoping that it is going to open very soon. And as soon as it does, we will be, we will be like telling all students, and I think all students will be to telling us. So please wait. No update from IRCC. Kindly follow IRCC Twitter page. Kindly follow IRCC. On Instagram, you can follow IRCC on www.cic.gc.ca to get their news updates. Aman Chaudhary, my band score is 6.5 and 5.5 in reading in 2019. Pass out, medical stream 68%, CDI College Montreal goes medical. The AIP chances are very good, Aman. A lot of good results have come from Montreal. So your overall band be positive about your AIP success rate. Just be a little careful about your online classes. College allowing you online classes without AIP or not? That is something you need to figure out. Hi Manish, how are you doing? Thanks for joining in. And yes, I know Manish, you haven't got your AIP. We will touch on WhatsApp, but we have to wait. Okay, some students are saying that they cannot hear me. Am I audible now? Okay, I'm not too sure why the voice is. Can you hear me now? Okay, okay. Still not Chetan. Okay, that's right. So thanks for letting me know that I'm audible again. That must be some problem with my internet connection. Yes, Abbas. Ma'am, can I know why IRC is picking application in odd way? Why SDS is getting fast results anymore? Why only few are getting AIP who are lucky? Yes, Abbas, I think it's a very lucky, unlucky trend that IRCC is following, which I have tried to logically, tell my students that what IRCC has actually been doing is that, they have slowly opened their sister concern visa application centers, like slowly, depending upon the unlock in a particular country. So suppose in India, there are 10 visa processing, VFS offices, and say there are three main visa processing centers like this. And one is in Chandigarh, one is in Bangalore, and one is in the New Delhi. So they've slowly opened up, as you know, considering the lockdown situation. So if your files are in India and first few sets of file have gone in India, so they will process it at their own pace. Now, for example, Canada has more application centers, and they have opened CPC, from Ottawa and Edmonton both, and more staff is working. And if some of the students' files have gone there, they'll get results quicker than yours, because your file is lying in a country where the unlock situation is not that good, and there is lesser workforce in the case processing centers. So that's my logic of why IRCC is taking time to pick up the files. Hanish, that's a question which students have been asking, if they'll give all results for fall intake. They have to give all results for fall intake. They do not really have a choice on that, but we cannot commit the date. It may happen that instead of giving you the result, if by 30th September, many students are saying 30th September, 25th September, because that's the classes starting date. If they're not able to give their if they're not able to give their results by 30th September maybe, or 25th September for AIP, they are going to ask you for a fresh LOA. That's for sure going to happen. Yes, Hanish, continue with your online classes if your college is okay with continuing online classes without AIP. And make sure that they do not deduct any fees in case you have, if there's any chance of any refusal. Make sure of that. So have an email formal communication with them. Jahangir, thank you for giving that detail to me. So what I can assume is that they are going to definitely send you a passport submission request soon. It just maybe you backlog a lot of logs of file, and maybe they are processing PR applicants and work permits before you people. That could be one reason. And another reason another thing you could do is you actually get to the office, VFS office, and ask them that I actually process, getting passport submission requests for student visas not, and if you're not specifically getting, you can actually write a request, a letter to the consulate of Canada, which is seated in South Korea. So some students have been doing that in different countries. So that would be my suggestion to you, Jahangir. I hope that helps you a little bit. I really like the information that you've given me, and thank you for sharing that. And please keep us updated with more such information so that the students know that what, IRCC is written on the website. That second stage is all depending upon when visa application centers will open. But as in South Korea, it's much different. So, it could be, Jahangir, is yours. So South Korea is not a country which comes under the SDS or non-SDS category. So if somebody is a citizen of South Korea, then there is no SDS, non-SDS category. But if you are not a citizen, but if your nationality is elsewhere, then you just need to check if you are SDS or non-SDS. So please check that. So I'll continue with online classes. Yes, Hanish, you should. The Lambton Toronto said they will refund me if I will get my results in October too, like in case of refusal. That's great, Hanish. So it means Lambton is going to refund fees for students who gets refusal by October. That's a good news. Chetan, I have a question. So I got my AP on 18th August, and today I saw my portal that's still saying we are reviewing whether you meet the eligibility requirements. Yes. It can happen, Chetan. They can say that they are still reviewing your eligibility criteria. I think it's an error, because AI, for students who are getting an AIP, it's only basis the eligibility criteria. Or maybe they have changed something or maybe they are going to update your eligibility requirements as having been checked and verified in a few days. So that's the only reason. There is no other reason why they would be checking, because only if you have your eligibility requirements passed, will you get your AIP. So that's the only thing they are actually checking on your file. I think it's just an error and nothing more. But to be very sure, why don't you raise an inquiry with IRCC? I think that would be a good choice to make right now. Aman, you answered me, but due to problem, you could not hear me. Aman, may I have your question again? Okay. Yes, Aman, you have very good chances of success, even though your case is non-SDS, because you have 68%, it's above average, and you have 5.5 in only one module. So I do not see any reason why you should be refused unless you did not file good funds with your file, or you did not make a good statement of purpose. Those could be some reasons for refusals. Otherwise, you are okay to go. It's possible that you get your AIP soon. Just be sure that you've spoken to your college regarding the refund policy, the withdrawal policy, and if you start your classes without AIP. So I think you'll have to connect to CDI for that. Ramandeep said that from Feb, my complete file has been submitted. No results, still waiting. B.Ed 2018 with 75%, 59 score PT, CDI College Childhood course. You also have good score, Ramandeep. If थोड़ा कोई result नहीं आया है for till now, we just have to wait. ਤੁਸੀਂ please अपने college ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਲਓ that कि ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ online classes start कर सकते हो without AIP. नहीं कर सकते तो ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ defer offer letter ਮੰਗਾਉਣ ਦਾ procedure start ਕਰੋ. Abbas, will we get AIP for January 21? That's how it looks like right now, Abbas, because visa application centers are not open. So you might as well get AIP. But as my friend from South Korea, Jahangir, he said that some students are getting AIP even without biometric, even without visa application centers being open for biometric. So that gets a little dicey. But yes, as far as results that we've got right now, students who submitted files from India, we've got AIP for Jan 21 as well. So I think we're going to have some more IRCC webinars in the coming time, and I'm going to raise this question that some countries where BFS application centers are open also, they are still getting AIPs instead of passport submission requests, and what are the kind of things they're looking for Jan 21. So these are some questions which are slightly unclear because different countries are giving results in a different manner. So we need to wait and watch. But yes, for Jan 21 right now, AIP it should be. मैम AIP आ गया, कॉलेज की रिफंड पॉलिसी मेरे फेवर में नहीं, क्या मैं डेफर कर सकता, इससे कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं होगी स्टेज 2 में? No, even if your AIP has come and you have started online classes, college refund policy is not in your favor. You can defer to Jan 21 and you can submit this on IRCC web form. This is not going to affect your second stage result, because second stage is really not based on whether you are studying for Jan 21 or September 20. So please don't worry about this. If your deferment, if your refund policy is not in your favor, ideally you should be deferring your application. So that's absolutely okay. That's not a problem. It's not going to impact your result in any way. So these were, I think, most of the questions have been answered for all students. If you have any more questions, we will take another 5 minutes and then we'll close the session for today. I know all of you have been waiting a lot for your AIPs, and I pray that all of you get them as soon as possible. Jahangir, I hope you will be asked about in the coming IRC seminar. Yes, Jahangir, I would definitely like to ask that. And as I requested, can you also visit the VFS center nearby you and ask them that are they processing passport submission requests for study permit applications, or they have put it on hold for a particular reason? Because now, IRCC webinars have also gotten a little slow, and I'm waiting for them to do another webinar, and I'm going to question them that why is it so happening in different countries. But the few good news is that Canada has started with biometric processing of PR applications, and Jahangir, I think South Korea also should be giving you passport submission requests soon. If you get the passport submission request before I can update you, kindly do let me know on my WhatsApp or YouTube, anywhere. It will be really good news. At least some positive news will be coming in for students who are waiting. So that's going to be good. And any news that your students want to share with us, anything different, आप कुछ भी share करना चाहते हैं, please do so, because many students here need help, and it's required that all of us help each other right now. And very good news that I'm going to share, that 3 of my students reached Canada without any problem. Those who were starting September intake, they got their result in March 20. They deferred themselves to March 2020. They had got their visa stickers and they had received their results, but they did not travel for 3 months, 4 months. They deferred to September 20, and now they have successfully reached Canada. So I would like to congratulate all parents whose kids are in Canada now. So they all traveled like within last week. So that's a good news. And they weren't asked any questions at the immigration checkpoint. So I think immigration is getting a little flexible now. Also, all of them had online classes only, but they still were able to make it to Canada because they actually waited for 4 to 5 months after getting their visa stickers. So that's a good news. Gurpreet saying, hello ma'am, what about second stage or full files? Will they get passport request or second stage approval? Those students who have done their medical, their biometric is completed, they have submitted full files, they will still get their AIPs as far as my knowledge is concerned, because IRCC has updated that second stage approvals will come only after biometrics has, after visa application centers open, and they will be submitting passport submission requests. I think I can also say that second stage approval might be another stage approval that might happen just before passport submission requests for students who have already cleared their biometrics. So yes, there may be a possibility that we have a different kind of letter coming up for second stage approval, where you would have passed your background checks, means your medical admissibility and your criminal admissibility will be checked. So right now, second stage approval is more based on biometric and any pending document and visa application center. But let's see what IRCC, if IRCC or Canadian government comes up with any new rules for second stage approval. We don't know that right now. Chetan, are they updating the status that we've reviewed your eligibility requirements after giving AIP? No, Chetan, I've always seen it before AIP. I know in your case it's a little different. I don't know why that has happened, but it's usually after meeting the eligibility requirements. Abbas, basically in today's scenario, there is no difference between SDS and non-SDS. Yes, as far as getting results is concerned, SDS may get result in 2 months and non-SDS may get it in 10 days. So that's true. That's true, Abbas. Now I apply my file approximately on 5th March in Loyalist College. I submit my full biometric with medical. That's okay. March students have been waiting for very long, and March results have come out in last week. A lot of March Feb results have come out in last week. So kindly wait and wait for your AIP. At least wait till the end of September, and then you can look at deferring your intake. That's my suggestion, because I don't want students to lose on January intake. See, January intake is a very popular intake right now, because all students who did not get AIPs have deferred. A lot of them have deferred to the next intake. And many students, have got refusals. They have referred to the next intake. Many students don't have a course. Colleges are not allowing them to study online without AIP. So they have also deferred to January intake. So it's time that if you need a seat for January, you should do it right away. Seats are getting colleges, courses are getting waitlisted. And let me also inform you that if you're still thinking whether I should defer, not defer to January 21, it may so happen that January 21, your particular course, which is being offered right now in January 21, may not be available for May 21 and September 21. And will not be available for May 21. And in January 21, you might lose a seat because students have filled up those seats. So you please talk to your college beforehand if they have sufficient seats for deferring you even after 30th September. So that's why I usually push that you should defer at an earlier stage. Just no, Chetan, don't be. Let's see what can be done. Please raise a query to IRCC. That's the best thing to do right now. That's what you should do. But for you, I will ask some of my colleagues if that's happened with anybody or if any student can help here if they've got AIP and their eligibility requirements have not been met. So, sure, just you can share your file with us on our email ID, which has been mentioned slightly, earlier in this chat, and I'm going to, mention it again. Kindly, you can share your file with us on this email ID. Yeah, sure, Chetan, why not? I will update you here, or if you can email me on my ID and I will remember to update you. That way I'll remember to have your email contact with me. Right. Just please share your documents and I'm going to have a look at it and we'll try to help you. I hope you've received my email ID. Just next is Faisal. Will Canada College or University return fee to all the students who get second stage approval for got refusal after studying 6 months or more? Sure, Faisal, this is something you need to connect to your university and ask, because the refund policy across institutions is different in Canada. Some universities are not even refunding fees after first stage, like one of that being Queensland Polytechnical University, and some more are also there. So refund policies are not in favor of students across institutions. What you need to do is let's email your college and university and have a formal approval on your refund in that case if you get a second stage approval. That will be my suggestion, Faisal, to you. Just, yes, you've done your 12th with 2019 with non-medical stream, got 80%, attained 6 months. That's excellent score. Just Sure, you can visit my office, or you can first call me, email me, and then we can connect. I do not know where you stay, and I don't know if it will be convenient for you to come to my office because the distance can be more. So kindly just connect first with me on my um, uh, you can email me or call me. My call timings are usually I take calls between 4 to 6 p.m. for all my students. I'm penning down my number here for all of you. Please 4 to 6 p.m. and any given day I'll be really happy because I can give you more time at that time. I'm slightly free towards the evening. We have 734767716. That's my number. um, okay, Nandini, why don't you watch my video on what is SDS and non-SDS? I'm sure you'll get it all clear. But if you want these videos in a specific language, then I'll have to probably put them again on my channel. Yes, that's a very good question. Where can you can get your AIP on GCKey and or your email? I request all of you to watch my video tomorrow morning because the video that is coming up is on from where you are going to get your AIP, whether it will be on GCKey or it will be on your email. So that's a good question, and thanks for bringing that up. But you, just to give you a crux, you can get it anywhere. But my video will tell you what is the trend right now. So please do watch my video. Ma'am, what can we expect about travel before the end of year, or would we be traveling only after 30th April 2021? I think Wasim, you might be even traveling before by Jan 21. I feel that's how Canada is going to put it, because I think they're going to make more PR and PR people to travel ahead, but I cannot guarantee. But I feel April 21 is only a safe hand they have taken, so that no students misses their biometric or a visa stickers on their passport, because they also need time to process your passports once the visa application center is open. But yes, you can travel. You should be able to travel only once visa application center is open. So 30th of April 2021 is quite late. I don't think it's going to get till there. I feel January it should be. Jahangir, it's both GCKey or email. We've got AIPs on both, but right now the trend is a little different. More on GCKey. Gaurav, I applied file on 31st August. Is there any chance to get AIP before the end of the month? Yes, we have filed on 2nd September and got results on 8th September. So yes, there is a chance, Gaurav. Kindly make sure you do not miss the orientation or registration with your college in case they allow you to start your classes without IIP. Faisal, you forgot to attach your Duolingo test result with application. Will visa officer ask for it, or should I attach it? Please attach it through web form. They're not going to ask for you it. They're going to process your file under non-SDS if you're doing a Duolingo. Also, if you have time, I request please do a CAEL test, which is an academic IELTS by Pearson Testing Center, or do a IELTS. It will be good for your file, Faisal. If you have time, do and update that, and they will consider your file accordingly. I'm so sorry, I do not know a specific update about Columbia College right now. Could you please text me or WhatsApp me on my given, WhatsApp number, and then I will be able to help you, because I need to check this with my admissions team. Sandeep, ma'am, can course change will affect my file lodged on 12th August? No, I mean, no, course change is not going to really affect your file unless the course is similar. It's not like you've taken hospitality and now you take something into a business stream. So be a little careful with your course. If you've taken hospitality and you change into tourism, it's absolutely okay. SDS files and non-SDS files both are getting approvals, but there's no pattern here that which file is getting the approval first. Vinod, I applied file on 6th June and medical pass on 10th July. But after that, no any update. Kevin, can I get my AIP? We all are waiting. It's a very, very difficult trend to predict. We all are waiting right now for AIPs. All students here with me, most of them have not got their AIP, and you have to wait. If you do not know that if you've not heard my other videos, kindly please watch some videos that we have posted regarding this. What you need to do if you've not received your AIP. You need to register on IRCC web form and submit your new offer letter or your revised offer letter, or that you've started classes without AIP. Please do either of this so that you do not miss a seat for fall or Jan 21 intake, whichever intake you have applied your file for. So I hope, Vinod, I was able to answer your question. Traveling is something all of us are very concerned about, and let's see when soon we can travel. I hope it within this year. The good news is some countries like UK, students are going and they're not even being asked any questions, and they're totally open. And I think Canada, they are purposely delaying a little bit because they know that a lot of students are going to come once Canada borders open. So I think they're just taking a little more precaution than other countries. I applied for Canada College with 6 band, reapply case, full clearance, great SOP and financial visa chances. Do you have a SDS or a non-SDS case? Because SDS is quite high on success rate. So if it's SDS, be more assured that you will get your AIP. I've seen that most 5.51 million are getting approvals, but 6 each are not getting. No, this is not really true. I think it must be to do with specific cases. Maybe they took a wrong course. They did not go the right way. They not put the relevant proposed studies were not relevant to their existing qualification. So I think that's what it is. It's not like students with, we have got visas with students with PTE, with students with module 1, module 5.5, and with students with SDS category also. So that's a little difficult to generalize. I cannot generalize this. So this is not no trend. It totally depends upon a student's specific file. Sandeep previously applied for mechanical course, now given LOA for computer technician course for Jan 21. I hope, Sandeep, you have uploaded a specific cover letter. If you've changed your course, you need to upload a cover letter to IRCC web form. Otherwise, it's going to get a little difficult for you. Hardeep, my class start date is 21 September, but still not got AIP. Expiry date on offer is 24th September. What should I need to do? Upload LOA? Hardeep, please wait till 30th September. Don't do anything right now. You don't need to update any LOA. After 28th September, request your college to give you a fresh LOA or give you an extension or submission of your AIP and submit that to IRCC web form. Prab XDS case, don't worry. You should be able to get through. Abaz, you applied under SDS. Will IRC send me medical results before getting AIP? No, not necessary at all, Abaz. Even if you've submitted your medical, you'll still get AIP even without medical being checked. That's the case I've seen with so many of my students recently. Very few students have passed their medical results so far. LOA already valid till May 21. I applied for September, but my classes started September 16. Vinod, you don't need to update your LOA. Your LOA is valid till May 21. All you need to do is if you start your classes, you can update and formal email from college that you started your classes without AIP. Chetan, thank you for sending me an email. I'll be checking it soon, maybe tonight or tomorrow morning. Kindly allow me time till then. I'll surely get back to you. Johnny, ma'am, will they reject application based on just a weak SOP? No, Johnny, they don't really reject an application based on a weak SOP, but a strong SOP really makes a difference. If you have a non-SDS case, I request that I suggest you have a strong SOP. Student is asking that he has applied his file in August but not yet got AIP. So is there any hope of getting AIP? Yes, of course. I know you applied your file in August. Please wait for some more time. Just take some more extension from the college and you might get your AIP by end of this month. Yes, early childhood course is relevant to medical students as well as to art students. So Prab, your course is absolutely okay. Prab, AIPs are right now coming on GCK portal, but in the past, a lot of AIPs had come on emails back to back. That is because some AIPs are being processed from Edmonton, Ottawa, and other case processing centers, while some are being processed in India or in other case processing centers. Because of this reason, it's just being processed in a different manner. But currently, in the last week or two, we have seen a lot of them coming on GCK portal. So please, follow it religiously. Watch your GIC portals and your emails too, because you never know when on what you might get your AIP and how IRCC processes this. So I think we are good to go for today. I hope I have answered most of your questions. In case I've not been able to answer, you can call me between 4 to 6 p.m. on any working day, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. WhatsApp will be a very, very comfortable mode of communication because it allows me more time to look into your case and Can we expect our AIPs today night? Yes, Prab, you can. You can actually expect your AIPs today night. So for students, my students personally, whose AIPs have not yet come, and their registration date is as of today. I'm actually waiting, and I'm not uploading a new LOA even today. I'll be uploading it tomorrow. So yes, I'll be waiting today. You can wait for another day or two as well. So that's not a problem. Unless you don't want to wait, you can update. That's okay. But one day doesn't matter. We're just out of a weekend, so that's okay. So I hope I've answered your questions, all of you, and we'll see again. We'll see you again. I don't know if you all want to ask me a preferred, if you all want a preferred timeline for for live sessions. Let me know. I usually get live between 5 to 6 p.m. But if you want any preferred times, let me know. Any preferred language of communication, let me know. I will try to make my live sessions on those, on those in that language. And I please, let me know when you get your AIPs. I mean, some of the students have actually remembered the names. I see them joining in for every live session, and I'm really thankful that all of you actually connect here and make my time worthwhile, and I get a lot of information. Thank you, Jahangir. I'm very impressed with your information that you've given to us, and I hope all other students are also able to give us some good information if they're being processing their applications from another country. And we will join again soon, maybe tomorrow or day after, with another session. Let me try to give you some updates by tomorrow or day after on how the AIPs are coming in. All right. So good evening for now, and stay safe till we see each other again. Thank you.